what's happening in your neck of the woods with your host, yours truly, Dr. Elenora Woods. We are so excited. This is Easter weekend, so I know your babies are out there getting your hair done, and y'all are doing that last-minute shopping for those pretty dresses and suits, and doing extra Easter egg hunts. They got some big Easter egg hunts all over the city. It's such an exciting week because the reason is Jesus Christ, who died on the cross on Friday, yesterday, those many years ago. But that wasn't how the story ended. We all know he woke up 3 days later with all power in his hand. So we're celebrating Easter, and that's the reason for the season. And I just want to say to everyone, happy Easter and welcome to our show. You know, WPTP Radio 100.1 FM radio was started by me several years ago. And what we wanted to do, or what I had in my mind and my vision, was to give black people power and to give black people a voice and to integrate our voices with the rest of the voices in the city of Chattanooga. That means that we are a full operational radio station, completely immersed into the city of Chattanooga with all of our powers to be, and we have them on our show. So if we're empowered by our voices and what we say, and we're saying it loud enough for everyone to hear, then our communities will get better. So I want to say thank you to all the people in the great city of Chattanooga that have been a part of our radio station. I want to give a great shout out to our mayor, Mayor Tim Kelly, and also Mayor Jim Coppinger, who have been a very big part of what we do here. We presented a nice PowerPoint presentation for support for the Autumn Park Development Corporation and all that we do here. And also to all of our other elected officials, our city council people, our county commissioners, for what they're doing to support our mission here at Autumn Park Development Corporation. And one of the reasons it's so important to support this organization and our radio station is because of the people who are here with us today. And I want to say welcome to these young people who are doing the thing. They are giving opportunities to so many people, and I don't want to give it away because I'm going to let the founder speak about his organization, the name of it, how you come up with the name, and what you all have going on, because we are partnering with your organization. We are sponsoring your event. You all are here at our building. We are so proud of the fact that we can offer space to our people in this community to do whatever they want to do. And so it's such a pleasure to have you all be a part of WPTP, and for WPTP to be a part of you. So go ahead, introduce yourselves. Who all do we have here today? And then tell me a little bit about your organization. You want to go first? Go ahead, President.
Well, I'm Jabo. I am over the music and on the board of MFA Foundation and
Director of Music.
I'm sorry.
You gotta get your title right.
Yes, I'm Director of Music for MFA.
Okay, what is MFA? So can you explain what that stands for?
Music, Fashion, and Arts.
Music, Fashion, and Art. Awesome. And then who else do we have here?
I am Elenora Woods, also known as VJanae, and I am the fashion director for the Music, Fashion, and Arts Foundation. Yep, that's me.
Okay. And we have the quiet little one back here that's doing some wonderful things and kind of move forward so you can check us. We can hear you over the intercom, on the radio. We get closer.
I'm Taylor Maddox. I'm one of the designers being featured in the fashion segment that is being ran by Vanita. And so, yeah, we're excited to be here.
Wow. We got so much talent. And who are you, young man?
My name is Swavo. That's SWAYYVO for those who want to know on social media. I'm an artist, producer, saxophone player, piano player, engineer, producer. I'm a connector of all dots. Whatever you're trying to do and get done in this game as far as music, hey man, I can help you get it done. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we out here in Chattanooga trying to represent, put on for the city,
You are the Swavo, the one that I've been listening and seeing on YouTube and Facebook. For real? Oh my God, I'm starstruck. Oh my God, you are amazing, young man.
I appreciate it.
Oh wow, you know what we've got going on now is auditions in the event hall.
I heard about it.
Yes, and so you need to, if you can't come today, you need to be here next Saturday from 12 to whenever and audition. He's putting together his group that's going to tour with him, the band He needs a keyboard person. He needs a lead and bass guitar player. He needs a drummer, and horns, all that kind of stuff, and dancers and backdrops and back singers.
You know,
Yes.
me and Jimmy Algood have actually already talked about, collaborating in some ways, just artists versus artists. I definitely am a respecter of Jimmy Algood and the road that he's paved for all of us younger artists, to come up doing what we're doing. I'm actually, working on my own tour.
All right, then. God bless the child has got his own. I like it.
You know what I'm saying? So, there would definitely be opportunities in the future
Yes,
for me
to
and
do
Jimmy
some stuff.
To do some stuff. But, I'm definitely focused on what I got going on right now.
Awesome, and I respect that. I love it. And young lady, pretty lady over there, who are you and what you do?
Hi, I am Ronnie Chilashay. I am a model for MFA. I will be modeling for the designers. I am also a wardrobe stylist, so I am styling with two boutiques, Big Filet and also Dead Panda Collective. So I will be working with those awesome designers, styling their looks for their segment of the show.
Awesome. So Chattanooga and all over the world, if you want to know where you can find raw talent, just pick up the phone and call WPTP, because we got it going on. All of this talent in our city is just so much, I can't hardly contain it. It's like fire shut up in my bones, it's got to come out. And so tell me a little bit, Jabo, about what's going on. You all have been practicing here, working very hard the past 2 or 3 weeks, getting ready for this big fashion show. Tell me a little bit about the fashion show, what we can expect, and we'll talk about some more stuff after that. So what can we expect? And when is it and all that good stuff?
Well, the MFA Fest is on 423 Day, which is April 23rd. It will be at the Blur that's on Burnett Road. And we have 4 different shows, music shows that is. We have 2 different fashion headliners, and we have 3 visual art exhibits.
Wow. And so tell me again, who are some of your fashion wardrobes you're going to be showcasing, and a little bit about the art piece. Who are some of the artists there?
Well, first to start with fashion, we'll have Taylor Maddox. I can have her explain a little bit about what she's going to be showcasing at 423 Day, MFA Fest. And then also Graham's Youngin, who is the Chattanooga local native. And she is showcasing kind of the streetwear style brand, was really hype music in the background, getting some hoes out there, showcasing their designs. Letting people know what's going on. But I'll allow Taylor to explain what she'll be showcasing at the MFA Fest.
Yeah, come on up here. And I hope you all got some wear for some of us fuller figure women, because it's sad to be looking at all those beautiful slim models and we're like, I can't wear that. So tell me a little bit about what you're going to be showcasing, and
Yes. So
do we need to stay at home or can I come?
Oh no, please come out. Yes. When it comes to footwear, Bernicia is actually one of my models, and she's going to be in the main outfit for the whole entire show. But basically, since the theme of it is the metaverse, I did some research into it, and I came up with 3 main themes. And so, when we think of the metaverse, we can get intimidated or we can get excited about it. So I really wanted to tie in both of those aspects. So there's a dystopian, networking, and an unraveling, because basically we're already in the metaverse, we're just going into it physically. And so I wanted to create pieces that would, visually represent that. And so, getting the vibes of like the dystopian, and then with the networking is going to be more of like a nightlife type vibe, but things that people can wear. And then there are also more art pieces, and so basically a creative runway.
Okay. You said the meta board. Now, you know what? Now, you're talking over some folks' heads, including mine, okay? So, for those who are out there listening, explain what that means. What is that? What is that era of fashion, or what are you trying to exhibit with that particular wear?
With the metaverse. So, with the dystopian, usually when we think of metaverse, we think of futuristic.
Okay.
And usually when we think of the future, we go into this dystopian mindset. And so the outfits would be basically enclosing that, but also adding a bit of like high-end dystopian, because not everything's going to be in shambles. You're going to have some people who, are still going to have their stuff together. and still be able to walk out in the street and be comfortable with what they wear. And the networking with the metaverse, they have like basically collaborations between industries and companies.
Yes.
Where like, you know, when you log into Google, they're like, oh, do you want to use your Facebook account or something like that? We already have that. It's just the metaverse is going to be like a physical realm for all that.
Oh, wow.
And so basically the clothes are going to be examples of like, you know, things connecting to each other, wrapping around the models' bodies, you know, very like artistic and creative. And then with the unraveling, like going into the metaverse is like breaking through like the 2D grid. And so I really have Renisha in a nice, beautiful, like vivacious outfit. And so, you know, Tool's gonna be wrapped up around here and very lively, and it's gonna be amazing.
You know what? When I went to you all's fashion show last year, if you missed it, y'all, you all missed a show. I thought I was somewhere in New York. I mean, it was way out there. And the models were just, I mean, it was just awesome. I really enjoyed myself. And the fashion was just incredible. It was so incredible. And I felt like, wow, Chattanooga, yeah, we in there. We up there. And what I was really especially proud of was the fact that black folk put that together. And that the talent was better than anything I've ever seen. And I'm 56 years old. And I like fashion. And so when I saw that, I thought to myself, we need a voice to be heard in our community and all over the world. And it needs to come through our social medias, our outlets like our WPTP, television. And that's why I'm so glad that WPTP 100.1 is here. Because our goal is to make sure that black people, African Americans, whatever you like to be called, have a voice, and that what we're doing, people can hear it and see it. Because if you're never discovered, because nobody can see you, then all of your dreams and hopes and aspirations, you know, may just fade away. And so I was glad that when I got there last year, I saw the talent. Because I'm one that's big on excellence. You know, if you're going to do something, do it with excellence. And we do things with excellence. So I'm here to say that your talents that you have, your abilities, all of your skills, everything, people need to hear about it. And don't settle for nothing. You know, I've been a dentist for 34 years. And you can go look at my reviews. I'm second to nothing. I'm one of the best surgeons in the county, in the city, in the state, in the country. I'm a Pierre Fouchard Fellow. That means I'm in the top 2% of the dentists in the world. So when you do things, do it with excellence. And if it's not right, go back to the drawing board and get it right. You know, there's nothing wrong with doing stuff over. There's nothing wrong with listening to your critics. Because your critics will sharpen the iron. So don't get mad. Say, oh, I didn't think about that. Well, let me sharpen my iron. And every time a critic comes, that's your opportunity to sharpen your iron and get that much better. See? So I love critics. I love them. Even if I don't like the person. I love my critics because my critics keep me sharp and they keep me in that number one position. Because if I cross out all those dots, you know, A, B, C, D, E, F, I'm going to make an A if I cross everything, if I checkmate everything. So your critics are the best people in your life to make you number one. Remember that. It's not the folks that love you and say, oh, you know, that's so wonderful. Oh, you're the best. Oh, my son, my daughter, you're just so... No. Listen to your critics. That's how you become number one. Listen to your critics. Tell me what's wrong with me. I don't want to know what's right with me. Tell me what's wrong with me. And let me fix that. And then I got you. You see? Can't nobody checkmate me. Because I've already checkmated myself. Listen to my critics. And when I saw that show last year, I thought, they had some good critics. And maybe y'all criticize each other. That's good. You know? That's good. Because that show was amazing. And I thought I looked good, because I was looking good. And I took a picture. I took a picture and everything. But when I got in there, I said, oh, my outfit don't look all that good no more. I saw all that talent. and I saw y'all, and I thought, these are my people doing things with excellence. So I want to invite everybody to come out to your show this year so they can see Black excellence in Chattanooga and that you all can give the support. So you were about to lean in and say something.
Yeah, I appreciate everything that you said so far. I just wanted to make a correction. MFA was a partner organization for the CFP last year. However, this is MFA's thing this
Okay.
time.
Well, you all were a part of it.
We were.
You were a part of
You
it.
will see a lot of
I will
diverse
give the
faces.
credit to everybody that was involved. But I saw Black folk.
Oh yes, that was us.
I saw Black folk in the front
That was us.
doing the thing.
We were.
I saw that. So we give credit to
And we
where credit is
appreciate
due. We give credit to where credit is due.
We appreciate the platform.
Yeah, and I said this earlier. You have to work with all people. I just had that conversation before I got here. You have to work with all people to be successful. Black people are not an island. White people are not an island. And I said I have probably more white friends than I have black friends. I have more white partners than I have black partners. I have more white patients than I have black patients. See, I work with all people. But I'm telling you, when you want to be number one, you have to listen to your critics and take the compliment because y'all deserved it.
Thank
You know, you deserved it. I saw how much work you put into it because you all were here at our facility last year practicing.
Yes.
And I did like your diversity. There were people from all different walks of life. And that's what makes things successful too. Diversity works.
And we do have a lot of diverse talent in our lineups as well, especially for models for the show. So you'll
Yes.
see that mingled in, sprinkled in as well. So we appreciate everything that you said, and thank you for seeing us.
Yes,
Honestly.
yes. So how can we become a sponsor? We're already a sponsor, WPTP, Dr. Woods. We're already a sponsor. I know that the event is next week, so it's still time for people to sponsor your event and to give and to donate, all that good stuff. So tell us, how do we get to you to donate? Is there a website, phone number? You know, what do we do?
You can visit www.mfafest.com. That's MFAFEST.com. And all the information is there. Vendor space, we still have a couple of vendor spots available. If you want to become a vendor at this, you know, this festivity that we have going on, then yeah.
Okay.
And we will have an outdoor vendor market as well from 3 to 6. So you'll be able to be showcased outside in our vendor market in order for you to be able to sell your product, show people what you're doing. So that's also, if you are signing up as a vendor, you'll have that opportunity as well.
And donors are big on vision and missions. So if I love art, then I probably won't give to some other type of organization that's not dealing with art. So tell us what your vision is, your mission, so that if I've got my checkbook in front of me and I hear something in my ear that says, "Oh yeah, I want to give to that," that's kind of one of my projects, one of my hobbies, or whatever. What is your vision and mission for those who are listening that want to give, so that they'll know what you're doing and why?
Well, we want to make sure that we bring in all creatives together, because a lot of creatives don't get that light that they need, the guidance that they need, or the space that they would need to showcase their talent, their ability, and what they have going on. So we want to be there. We want to be there for them.
Okay.
And make sure that they are heard, because it's a lot of people that do a lot of different things, from music, fashion, and arts, and we don't know.
Right. So I'm gonna get a little bit deeper, because I know you all got a lot of things to do. So how is it? We got all this talent here that's on the set today. How has it been to break in to the white industry? Because I know a lot of times we form our own organizations, our own shows, we got our own radio station. There's a reason why sometimes you'll see, for lack of a better word, us separate apart and do our own thing. So how has it been for you all and the talents and the roles that you all play to break in and integrate with the white industry? Have they accepted you? Have they rejected you? Or have you felt like you haven't had the contacts to break in? Even if it's not been a problem, tell me, what are your goals in order to maybe even break in? If you want to break in, you might not even want to break in. I mean, some people don't want to break in. They want to do their own thing and go straight as a solo. But how have the other industries treated you all?
It's a good question.
Can I speak on that?
Okay, Suavo got an answer.
Okay, yeah, I got to speak on that because for me personally, you know, they are very accepting when they come across you. You know, there's a disconnect between them knowing who we are and we knowing who they are.
Gotcha.
So all we have to do is really go and meet the person face to face. You know, closed mouths don't get fed. If you want to do something, like, you can't look at it as if somebody is going to, and you can't come in on the defense as if somebody's going to look at you different because of, you know, you may have dreads, or you may be black, or you may talk a certain way. You know, you got to come in, know exactly what you want, and be like, hey, this is what I do, and I know that you do this. How can we help each other? You know what I'm saying? Because it's worked out for me so many times that way, you know, because we're all people. We all are here together. You know, there are white creators just like there are black creators, you know. And, you know, we want to work together, and we always do work together when we know about each other, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So there's some things that I've been doing, you know, as far as EPB, you know, they play me all the time, you know, EPB, Tennessee Valley, you know, I've been doing that commercials for years now at this point, you know, and First Things First, Lyndhurst, you know, all of these people are people that, you know, the black community feels shut out from, but these people are actually, you know, wanting to know about, you know, what we're doing here, you know, but they don't know who to reach out to. All we got to do is, you know, introduce ourselves.
You just gave me another idea, and I ain't saying it on the air, but you were going to say something? Yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say, as far as branching out into those other industries and collaborating with other individuals who may not necessarily look at you, I would say first, make sure you understand your value. Make sure you understand your worth, what you bring to the table. Make sure you have your vision clear for you. If you understand that, if you ground in that, you will find a place. You will find your place. You will attract the right individuals who align with your vision and your purpose. So I would say, don't close yourself out. When you hold your hand closed, it's not open for you to receive anything into it. So I would say, ground yourself in what you have, and it doesn't matter if it's within your own peer group, if you want to branch out into other segments. As long as you understand your worth and your value, don't close yourself off, don't be closed-minded. You can branch out in confidence, and you don't have to worry about that. You will find your place. Also, protect your energy, protect your craft, be mindful, practice discernment, and you can go wherever you would like to go.
Amen.
Work with whoever you like to work with, however they look.
Yes.
Because once you understand that is your ticket. You can go wherever you would like to go.
Y'all, the world is going to be okay. Now, I know y'all are not in my generation, but I hear wisdom coming out of our younger generation. And I love what you said. Know your worth. You know, be good at your craft. And reach out, open up your hand. Not asking for a handout, but a hand up. And you will get where you want to go. And if you're good at what you do, guess what? It doesn't matter. Color is not a barrier. When you're good at what you do. When folk come in my door, they don't say, if you're black, I'm not going to let you put these implants or do reconstruction in my mouth. They read my reviews. And they come from everywhere. North Carolina. They pass dentists coming from Atlanta, pass all those dentist offices to get to mine. Because they know and have heard that I'm the best. So when you're the best at what you do, and you do things with excellence, you don't have to worry about barriers. You can knock them down because people want to come to the best. Don't care what color you are.
Very true.
And we used to say this all the time. If you got a real good restaurant that's in the middle of the hood, and there's some good barbecue, they come in the middle of the hood dodging all the bullets and everything else to get to that barbecue joint. Because that barbecue is good. You know, yeah. You know, like Beirut. They going through Beirut to get to your restaurant. So when you are good at what you do and know your worth, I love what you said. Know your worth. Because when you know your worth, you won't settle for less. You see? So I love what you just said. That is awesome. That is so awesome. And I love what I'm hearing from all of you. Because it tells me that somewhere you all have acquired some wisdom. Whether it's from your parents or from experience or from your teachers, your pastors. Somebody has built something up really good inside of all of you. And your self-esteem is good. It takes good self-esteem. You got to know you're good. You know, got to have that confidence in yourself. Even when nobody else thinks you're good, you got to think you're good. If don't nobody else think you're good, say, I don't care if you don't think I'm good. I think I'm good. And God thinks I'm good. And that's good enough for me. And walk straight ahead towards your goal. And you'll reach it. You'll fall off a little bit. I fell off a little bit. Dust your knees, your clothes off, whatever, and get right back up. Head on your journey again. Get refueled. Sometimes you need somebody to give you encouragement. That's fuel. You know, get refueled, get back up, and get back on that road until you reach where you're going. And it may take some people 1 year because of who they know. Networking, right? You're talking about networking. And it may take you a little bit longer because you don't know all these folks. You didn't get the shortcut. But you're still going to get there. It may take you 5 years. It may take them 1 year.
Everybody don't have the same journey.
No. And I can tell you that my journey might have been a little bit longer than some others. But the wisdom that I got, the knowledge that I acquired on the road, I wouldn't trade it for nothing. Because I tell everybody I was a poor little girl raised in the West Side Projects. You know, with nothing. I wasn't born in a family of doctors and rich and money and all this stuff. I was poor, P.O. Okay? And my journey, I had to learn a lot of stuff. You know? But I never gave up. You can get a little weary, but don't give up.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Just keep going.
Keep
it doesn't
going.
matter what it look like. It don't matter if you can't see in front of you. Keep going. If it doesn't seem like it's working, keep going. If all you can do is open your eyes, great.
Yes.
Keep doing that.
So we're going to give you all some, I'm going to get with your presidents and everything, and I'm going to give you all some networking points.
Okay.
And some phone numbers and names. Because it's not what you know, it's who you know.
You better talk to them. You better say that again. Say that again. For the people in the back.
It's not what you know, it's who you know. Because you could be the smartest thing in this room, but if you don't know nobody, it was. So what? So you have got to get. I like what Swavo said.
Swavo.
He said all the Swavo. Yeah. I'm gonna get there, Swavo. He said the Lyndhursts and the Ben Woods and all these foundations that are predominantly white board members are all white board members. People move away from them because they're either intimidated by them or they don't feel like they can get to them.
Well, it's just a
but I know all of them. And you can't be intimidated when you're trying to get somewhere. That's where that confidence comes. Know your worth. So if they tell you no, it's okay. I remember the one question when I was applying for dental school, and it's one of the most competitive schools to get into. Thousands of people apply. And I was one black girl wanting to get in with all these white folk. And I was sitting at the table with all these white folk that had my life in their hand, their decision. Okay, I passed my test, I had the grades, but everybody passed the test. Everybody had the grades. Okay, so what set me apart from the other thousands of people that was trying to get in that same class in that spot? was one, the confidence of knowing that no matter what you say, I know my worth. I'm going to still be a dentist no matter what you decide today on whether or not I'm going to get in school. And the question was, and it's so profound, that's why 30-some years later, I still remember this question. The question was, so Elenora, if we decide that we're not going to let you in this dental school, what are you going to do? That was the question.
What you do?
I said, well, if you decide that I'm not worthy to come into this school at the University of Tennessee in Memphis, all white, predominantly, less than 1% black, then what I'm going to do, I'm going to pick up my little bag, and I'm going to throw it across my shoulder, and I'm going to get on the journey, and I'm going to keep knocking on every door where there's a dental school. And sooner or later, somebody's going to let me in. So if you don't let me in, there is somebody that want me to come to their school, and I'm going to keep knocking till I get in. So your decision doesn't determine my destiny.
That's a word.
It may put me back on the road, but I'm going to reach my goal, whether you let me in or not. That's the confidence you have to have. If somebody closes a door, it's okay. That door may not be the door that God wants you to walk through. So my life has had a lot of twists and turns. And where you think you want to go, God's trying to take you higher. So that door will be shut, and you'll be forced to go another route. Take the other route. Keep going. That's not where he wants you. And what he eventually did was propel me to greater heights. Poured out blessings that I don't have room enough to receive. I really don't have room enough to receive. God is just that good. Because when you're obedient in your travel, and give God the praise for every single success that you have, and give it to him just boldly, everywhere you go, let the world know that Jesus is the reason for why you are where you are. That's my story. I don't know what your story would be, but that's my story. That if it had not been for God, I would not be here where I am today. And whatever door was shut, God wanted it to be shut. So they helped shape my destiny, and it shaped my future. So I don't get mad at critics. I don't get mad at naysayers. I don't get mad at nobody. Because when you're walking in the light and you're doing what God asks you to do, you're going to reach your goal. Because he said, if you have the faith the size of a mustard seed, and you believe it in your heart, and you ask him, and you're his child, you have inherited the earth and everything in it. So whatever you ask of God, he'll give you the desires of your heart. That's what he said. And I always say, if it's in your will, God. You see. But that's the road that I travel. I don't do anything without God. And I give him the praises for everything, everywhere I go. And even when I make my mistakes, I acknowledge them. Because we do make mistakes. That's it. That's the secret to success. That's it. That's it. Nothing hard. Nothing difficult. Believe in yourself. Pray to God. Have the faith, size of a mustard seed, and give God all the credit on your journey. And he'll keep blessing you more and more. And don't forget where your blessings come from. Give back. Reach back and help his people. Always do that. Always do that. No matter what. When you make it, you got a little extra. Look back to that person who's trying to make it too. And give them some. You got plenty to share.
Each one teach one.
That's right. You're going to have plenty to share. And I like the vision. Because you all are trying to give other people opportunity that might not have the opportunity. That's important. That's important. Yeah, she has something.
I just want to piggyback off of that. Just as an individual working with MFA, Music, Fashion, Arts, it's giving me a platform to display my talents and some of the things I have. So I want to round it back to the donation portion of it. Let me tell you why, as an individual who's working with this organization, who's giving me an opportunity, why you should donate your money to this organization. One thing I want this city to really understand is that there is a place for everyone. There is a plate at the table for everyone. Going back to what I stated, you may be doing doing the same thing as somebody else, but no one can do it like you can.
Amen.
And that's what sets you apart. If she doing nails and you doing nails and the next girl doing nails, oh, I can't do it because everybody's doing it, that's a lie. No one's going to do it like you do it. So there is a place for everyone in the city of Chattanooga. MFA provides people with a place and a platform to be able to display those things, and that is why you should give your funds to this organization. We need to keep it up. We need to keep it running. You know, it takes money to keep the lights on, and this is a worthy organization. If you sow into it, you will reap hundredfold.
And we're
This is
not trying
why.
Are y'all nonprofit? Y'all have a 501c3?
We are.
Yes,
We
ma'am.
are a nonprofit organization, and we're not just tied to Chattanooga. This is not just the goal. This is our base. We want to put back. We're putting back into the city that we came from. So we're giving back to our community, and that's the point of it. But we want to be a global organization. Like, this is not just for here. This is to showcase creators all across the globe. Like, we want to be everywhere.
Did y'all hear them? She used my word. We're global. WPTP is global. Because if you really want to move and move mighty, you have to think outside the box that you're in. You know, and all the talent that you all have, you deserve to be global. You deserve to be in other states and towns. So I wish you all the absolute best. Each and every one of you all, collectively and individually. And may God take you to the place that you're trying to go and beyond. You see? So, again, the event is
April 23rd.
and the place.
The Blair.
Yes, that is pulling up.
Yes, the Blair on Brainerd Road. And again, the website where they can go, or we can go, I'm going to say we. If you don't have nothing but $10, you all take out your credit card, your debit card, and instead of buying that Happy Meal or whatever you like to buy when you go through McDonald's, donate that to a worthy cause. So what is your website where we can all donate?
That's www.mfafest.com.
Okay, www.mfafest.com. Okay, so we're going to be playing this over and over throughout the week so people can see it. I want you all to go to WPTP 100.1 FM radio and like our page and share it with all of your friends so that they can see it and share. We are a global radio station. You can catch us on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and of course on our international and national website at WPTP1001FM.com. And you can also catch us on Facebook at WPTP 100.1 FM radio. And on your dials, tune in and lock us in to 100.1 FM radio. So I look forward to seeing you all on the 23rd. And for those who are out there listening today, Jimmy Allgood is in the house. He's supposed to be here at the radio right now, just kind of giving you all an update on what's going on in his fabulous career. I mean, he's on the top 50 charts from the time we did his EP release party on the 26th. He's now on the top 50. I think Crazy Love is number 16. Moving On is also on the top 50. I forgot what number that is. But if you all remember Usher, okay, get ready for Jimmy Allgood because he is on the move. He's on the West Coast. I'm going to go out in Las Vegas in May and see him. He's starting his tours in Las Vegas. He's going to be doing a show in May. I'm going to be there to kind of root him on. And so you all remember, WPTP is here for all of our people in this community. If you don't have a voice anywhere else, you have a voice here. Your businesses, if you're entrepreneurs, fashion designers, chefs. We got some chefs we're going to bring on who beat chefs that we've known all over the country. Their stuff is that good. It's really good. So we've got a lot of people that we're going to showcase through WPTP 100.1 FM radio, and I'm glad that we are part of your life, and I'm glad you are part of our life. So let's go get it. Let's go get it.
Let's get it.
All right, until next week, we will see you all here on what's happening in your neck of the woods. be sure to tune in because I'm going to have Mr. James Moreland in the house to talk about workforce development. We need to get those jobs and we need to get that training. And so he's going to be here live and in person to talk about getting jobs and workforce development. I love you all. Have a happy Easter. And as I say every week, go out and find you a church to go visit. If not, look at it. We do virtual. You're always welcome to Greater Emmanuel Apostolic Church, located at 400 Tunnel Boulevard, where the Pastor Paul Warfield is our senior pastor. And so until next week, I love you. See ya.